Hello! This is the first time I've done a live stream, so I have no idea how this works, and it's very exciting. I am getting ready to leave the house, but before I do that, I'm gonna drink this tea that I made that's hopefully stopping me from overheating, and it's actually kind of not as hot as it was earlier, because I keep forgetting about it. And it has some mugwort and yarrow in it, which was cool. And because it's like 93 degrees Fahrenheit in here right now. Whoa, has this been going live the whole time that I was typing out that stuff earlier? I don't know, whatever. Okay, so anyway, so the other day I realized, I'm having all these feelings. I just could feel there was something inside and I needed to get it out, but I'm not really like a feeling putting things into words, like talking, but it just feels like it flies away too fast. And I want to be able to and I'm somebody who like needs to have a felt like have something to remember my feelings after I put them into words, which can be hard for me. So on this day, because I'm very on this certain day, I decided to sit down, grab a blank index card and my colored pencils, and I just looked for what color pencil called me. And on the index card, on the first one, I just started free writing about the first feeling that surfaced for me. And I just wrote down what I observed, tried to not judge it, just wrote it down. And what I wrote on this card, I can share this one. I wrote, I observe that I am struggling with caring for myself somewhat, ... listening to and following my intuition about what I need in order to be okay, feel okay, do my daily care. And then, so I got out this one thought, and then I decided to, actually, I think at that point, I went on to the next thought or the next feeling. I was just like, I have more feelings and I need to get them out. So I don't know if I went on to the next card after that or if I turned it over first, but either way, whatever way would work. If on the other side, at some point, I decided to make an affirmation that's related to what I had written on the first side. So one side's just like a free writing, kind of like an emotional venting opportunity, but it's to the card, so I'm not really doing it to a person because I live alone. But if I were to talk, I might not glean an affirmation from it, or maybe the people I'm around might not be able to pull out what's like the nugget of goodness there, because any feeling that's bad or it seems bad, underneath it, to me, like at the root, is something that's in love. So on the other side, for this card, on the other side, I created an affirmation that says, I may follow my intuition even when it might not seem logical, especially when it comes to my care. And I think then at that point, I set it down and I went on to, because I was like, I have more feelings. So I went and got the next card, wrote it out, and a third card, and a fourth card, and a fifth card, all with the different colors for, each new feeling. It just was like, I can put it on a card. And then one by one, I turned them around to pull out the affirmations, the bit that I really needed to hear, that I needed um, to to focus into, to make part of my to bring to life, because I wanted to. There's that whole idea that what we give our attention to grows, and I don't want to stay in my fear or my anger. It's valid and it helps me and it's powerful, but I want to find out, what can I do with this. I want to have a purpose, a direction. And so the affirmation side of the cards is that opportunity. So then at the end, I end with 5 affirmation cards that I could just read aloud to myself, not even worrying about the venting on the first side I'd written. And I just have 5 cards. So I wrote on the other ones, the affirmations that came out were just, for example, I may prepare myself for hard situations. I may tend to my needs first. It says my connection is unstable. Please wait while we try reconnecting. I don't know if it's still live, so I'm just going to keep going. And well, some of these are kind of personal, so I think I may wait to share them. But like, there's even one that's like, I may do my laundry, is part of one, or center around what I need just for right now. And the other thing I did with these is, for the affirmations, I wrote the text centered. See that, like, centered on the card. So it's like kind of like a little prayer or a spell. Whereas on the other side, it was like I wrote small. I was like filling it in, kind of like phrase by phrase, line by line. I don't know, whatever. So anyway, that's just one method that helped me to reveal my feelings to myself. And after I did this, I was like, okay, now I know like what action to take. I can, message my friend and be like, hey, can we reschedule? Or I need to reschedule because it was just revealed to me that that's what I need. And my friend was understanding, because they're an understanding friend. And so, which is one of the things I wrote on here, that on one of them I wrote, maybe I lost that one. Oh, I may request to postpone, and my understanding friends will understand. That was really helpful for me, because sometimes I can have the negative self-talk saying like, oh, you're cat, you're bad for not doing this and not being like that, from like society's ways of being in the world. And that's just not true. It's just our socialization, and there's so many ways of being that in our society that perhaps we might not want to choose for ourselves, and ways, I don't know, we get to choose how we want to be. So this has helped me. I've also been pausing on when I've been around people and been like, oh, well, how do you feel? And I've been like, it can take me a few days to figure out how I feel. But I appreciate you sharing your feelings. Sometimes I feel like with the empathic thing, I feel like I'm more of a mirror, and when I'm around people, I feel their feelings. I see their feelings. Their feelings take up all of my space. And so I have to wait to be away for a while, for that smoke to clear, to really allow my feelings to reveal themselves to me. So I guess that's another tool that I have been playing around with. I just noticed there's a little speck on my mouse here. It's a nice color. Okay, anyway, Thanks for watching if you have this first live stream. I know no one's actually here with me live, but that's okay. So if you're watching from the future, thanks for watching. I'm including myself in this list. So thanks, future cat, and whoever else is out there. And however you are, however you process the world, maybe this method wouldn't work for you, but for me, colors, spectral things, spatial things, things I can hold in my hands and I can feel really work for me and help me to navigate in between the worlds of neurodivergence and the neurotypical stuff, hypothetical matrix, whatever. I don't know, blah, blah, blah. Thanks for watching. Have a good night.